travel alone. Did you tell me a little bit about who we're looking at here on the screen? Who's introduced this fine-looking group?
My wife is here in attendance somewhere in the back with my little man Joe. He's a couple months old, and my daughter's at home still.
All right, so you got baby Joe.
Yep.
And tell me about your daughter at home. Her name is?
Alexis.
Alexis.
My little princess.
Very good. Very, very good. Well, listen, let's go back. You're senior director 2 right now. Well, let's start when you enrolled with Meluca. You enrolled when?
August 2015.
All right. So, what was your reason for opening your shopping account with Meluca, August of 2015?
It was really, man, the whole brunt of it. The business was what really attracted me, but the products are what really made it make sense.
All right. Favorite product is what? What do you have?
Everybody at home, Cherry Hills already knows what it is. Fiber-Wise. They call me Joey Fiber-Wise.
Joey Fiber-Wise?
Yeah, but number 2 is Peak Performance. So.
That is a tough nickname. That's a tough one.
We do things a little different in Jersey.
I'll say. No doubt. No doubt. Peak Performance Pack. Well, let me go here for a second though. What is your career? What is your profession?
I'm a personal trainer. I work for myself, but I go to people's homes and take care of them that way.
All right, so in your profession then, talk to us a little bit about Peak Performance Pack. What have you observed for yourself? What impact have you seen in your life on the Peak Performance Pack?
Definitely. So yeah, I've been using that every day since we became customers. I was already taking a vitamin prior, but noticed a big difference about 10 days in. My energy is by far the biggest difference.
Okay, so listen. 1 year ago, let's go back in time. You're a January launch 1 year ago. What status were you? What was life like? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so January last year, we were actually in Boise, in Idaho, and we were at launch. We had a smaller team. We were director 3s at the time, and we were just enjoying the products and working in part-time.
Okay, so at that time, what was your reason? We talk a lot about what's your goal, what's your why. At that time, what was it for you and for Brandy?
Yeah, right from the start, it was pretty clear. We wanted to bring Brandy home. We've always wanted to be stay-at-home parents, and that was the goal right up front: 3,000 to 5,000 to bring her home.
So that's pretty specific. You in your budget, in your finances, you needed $3,000 to $5,000 per month.
Yep.
in order to make that happen.
Yeah, more like 3.
Okay.
5 was like a little nicer number.
All right. Again, New Jersey, right?
New Jersey.
All right. So you advanced to Director 3. Do you remember your check when you advanced to Director 3?
Yeah, it was $3,384.
All right.
Yep.
So saw that was tracking just fine.
Yeah.
All right. So now from January launch in Boise, you then started continuing to build your business.
Yep.
And we're going to talk a little bit later about convention. Now, you did attend convention, and who did you go with to convention? And let's just talk about that for a moment.
Yeah, we had a couple guys with us. I think they'll be on the screen in a second, but a smaller team. And one of them was Gino. We call him Muscles McGee. We got Kyle, KPG, and Enrique Suave. It was just us, and a lot learned.
All right, so we talk a lot about at convention, lives change here. And that was obviously your first convention.
Yep.
True or not true? What was your impression of convention? What happened there?
It blew us away. We had heard since day one, my roller Charlie was just saying, like, it's a non-negotiable, you have to go, and it will change your life, you have to see it. And so I was prepared for that, and it still blew away my expectations. So a ton learned, a ton taken from it. We're excited about everything out of there, but just, lessons.
Okay, well listen, let's talk about that for a minute. So you came to convention, and you came to convention as what status?
Director 4.
All right, Director 4, so not too bad, right? Residual income at that time was about what?
The average check, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably about $1,000.
Okay, $1,000, and you came to convention. You're doing just fine here, Joe, but what did you learn at convention what was that moment for you?
The moment was, and Jason Paulin, if you're watching, thank you. It was when he was on stage, and he was speaking specifically about how he had made a decision one day, or he had not yet made a decision, and said, this is my time. This is where I'm going to jump all in with growth. and do this together. And he also advised us, said, if you don't have that point in your life where you said, I am doing this for real, wholeheartedly, as we spoke earlier, then you probably haven't really made a decision. And that was my time. That was May 13th, made the decision, and that was the single biggest game changer.
And you made the decision to do what?
Wholeheartedly do it for real, because we were doing it very part-time and casually, and it just changed. It changed what we did.
All right, and so since convention then, more wholehearted,
Yep.
and you then advanced, boy, it's been a wild ride since convention, right? Advanced to Director 6, you double advanced to Director 8. In the morning of your advancement to Director 8, I sent you a text, and you immediately sent a text back with a picture. You were at a certain meeting. Let's talk about that. The picture should be coming up on the screen. Who are these guys?
Yeah, so we were at senior school and at Adelphi's restaurant, and we have our support team up there with Mr. Dave Crescenzo and Charlie. You can see he's being a little goofy, but we have a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, so Director 8, and then just a couple months later, you reached the goal of Senior Director.
Yep.
All right, so, and that was a very special month for you and for your family. You advanced to Senior Director, but what else happened that month?
Yeah, so Joey, little man back there, was born, I think 2 days after you texted me that we reached senior. And that was our goal from convention. So it was awesome.
All right, so the convention goal, let's talk about that. Your goal from convention, be wholehearted, was to advance to Senior Director.
Yep, to know before he was born that, literally right before he was born that we would go, that we would be senior.
All right, so what was your check when you advanced to Senior Director, and you advanced to Senior Director 2? What was your check?
The senior check was $5,500 and change, and then the senior 2 check, I believe, was over $8,000.
$8,000.
Yep.
All right, congratulations. Your goal was to earn enough income, money to give your family some flexibility here, to allow Brandon to stay home. I think we're all dying to know what's been the outcome.
Yeah, it's been accomplished. So we're thankful and blessed to been able to have her not teach anymore part-time. She was nannying with like 5 crazy kids, and then my daughter was going with her. So she's home now.
So what does that mean to you as a dad, right? You mentioned your little princess is home. Baby Joe, who I had a chance to meet yesterday, a handsome young man. What does that mean to you as a dad?
So we feel really accomplished. For me as a father and as a husband, I was able to like look my wife in the eyes and tell her I was going to do something and then accomplish it. And that was like the world. So that's it.
Welcome to January launch. Sounds like you've accomplished everything you ever wanted to do with Mel Luca, I'm assuming, right? So you reach your goal and you're good to go. No? You want to do something?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what for you, when I was talking about the commit to your goal and what is your goal and why is that important to you? So how about for you? How would you answer that? What is your goal and why is that important to you?
Our goal is to go executive director this year, and much sooner than later. We're pushing for May, and to build 3 new seniors.
Mm. And why is that so important to you? So that you and your family are able to do what?
Well, if I can go another way, I want 3 other families to experience what we have. And there's a lot of people on my mind, they know who they are, but if they can be where I'm standing, not necessarily here, but able to bring their wife home or whatever it is, pay off debt, that's it.
We have thousands across North America watching us right now. What message would you have for those who have not yet attended convention? What would you say to them?
Go.
All right, so with that, Senior Director 2, Joe Giordano,